I'm just having a live this morning. Yeah, jump on here to talk to you guys. Anyway, I'm looking after my late breakfast, of course. Yeah, I'm making some saltfish fritters. Yeah. Yes, so welcome in, happy Monday. Yeah, thank God to live to see another Monday. Yes, so how have you guys been doing? Yeah, talk to me. Yeah, basically, let me just jump on, I thought just came to my mind about loving our neighbors as ourselves. Hey, Rap Girl, welcome. Rap Girl, say hello, everyone. Hello, host. I'm happy to have you, Rap Girl. Welcome in. Yes, I'm making some breakfast, so I just jump on to say hello. Right? Yeah, so I thought just come to me, this morning. Loving our neighbors as ourselves. What does it mean to love our neighbors as ourselves? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Yeah, what does it mean to love our neighbors as ourselves? That's what I'm talking about this morning. Just in my spirit. Welcome, Deborah Arat. Hey, welcome in. Happy to have you. And as you come in, guys, please remember to like up the live. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. I'm making some breakfast. Yeah, happy to have you guys. Loving you right back. Giving you hugs also, Deborah, alright? Yeah. So what does it mean to you to love your neighbor as yourself? I mean, as we all already know, it don't necessarily mean the person that is living next to us, but basically anybody that we have come across, anyone we have come across in our lifetime or have to deal with, is considered our neighbor. Hey, Mama Betty, welcome me in Betty's corner. Happy to have you. Loving you right back. Mama Betty. Yeah, so we're talking about loving our neighbor as ourselves. What does it mean to love our neighbor as ourselves? I mean, you can share what it means. What do you receive from it when it said loving your neighbor as your own self? For me, it simply means that I'm not necessarily the person that is living next door, but every and anyone that we come across during our lifetime is basically whatsoever we want for ourselves, we would give to the other person. And right away, we know that no selfishness cannot come into play. Hey, Jay Brown, welcome. Jay Brown said, happy blessed morning, lovely people. Happy blessed morning to you as well, Jay Brown. Yeah, so basically, treating others the way you want to be treated. Yeah. So we know that if this is not good enough for me, why would I want to give it to someone else? Right? But many times we think that when it comes to loving our neighbor, it's definitely the person that we live right next door to, and that's not the case. That is not the case at all. So I'm here trying to make some fritters. I know that most Jamaicans that are in the house, every Jamaican in the house is supposed to know about the fritters thing. It's saltfish fritters. When my husband make it, it normally tastes so nice and less greasy. But for some reason, when I do it, it kind of depends on the greasy side. So what he told me to do is to turn down the stove, put enough oil, so it kind of bake like, instead of my one coming out so greasy. All right, so Jay Brown said, oh, you're yelling up Betty's sweet milk. Robbie Deborah, blessed morning, ladies. Yes, so Jay Brown is hailing everyone. Yeah, so for too long, people may think that, yeah, their neighbor is somebody who live next door. And most people sometimes don't get along with the person that live next door to them. But that doesn't really mean that only the person who live beside you is your neighbor. Baby, can you look if me do this right? I don't want them come out greasy like the normal, There's some Miss Lee's in the house. Yeah. So basically, he's on the afternoon shift. Yes, guys. So, sometimes in life, we come across some person and they don't have the best of personality. You understand? And for most part, some of us will lose our cool while others have, a more patient temperance we can deal with the situation. But I've come to realize that I may not fail one and two times to me wherein I have maybe responded to the person's back in a negative way and then I feel bad after. But the truth is, they have a thing where you say just pour out the love on those persons. It takes something more than the ordinary, yeah? But someone would just say, kill them with love. And for most part, they counteract their behavior. Sometimes you may not see the change in your presence, but when they leave your presence and go wherever they're going, it bothers them. Be good to them because it keeps a fire of coal over their head. Does it mean that it's going to be literal coal that you use to boil food or make a fire? No, it touches their conscience. When they have treated you poorly, but in return, you show them nothing but love and kindness, then even if they don't show it in front of you readily, that they have received what that kindness you have showed throughout the day, it bugs them. Sometimes even longer, for longer period, it hurts them. Because the truth is, people say word is wind, but that is not true. Word is life and it is power. Even in church yesterday, as we have been reminded that word is life and it is power. When that word leave you, that airwave, you don't see the literal letters, but it carry that impact into the hearing. And according, if it's something good you said, it lodge. If it's something bad you have spoken into somebody's life, it still resonate and lodge there. So it have power. So whatsoever negative people pours out on you when you come up across them, yeah, kill them with the positive, give them back the positive, counteract it with the positive, and it does bother their spirit. Some person, if you know them, they will come back to you to maybe apologize. Sometimes you don't know the person, they leave a present, and it becomes a testimony where they themselves share it with others, the scenario and all of that. So yeah, loving our neighbors as ourselves. It don't mean that, all right, you go hug them, which that can help too if it's a literal person that live next door, or if it's a person that needs that, encouragement at that particular time. Or if you see me looking down, I'm reading the comments, right? You guys are greeting each other like, thank you, Robbie girl, thank you. Robbie girl is asking you to hit the like button as you come in. Bless you. Oh, Jamel Williams, welcome, my friend. He said, God bless you, Simply Michelle, and bless you, everyone. Yes, thank you, Jamel Williams. Same to you. Betty, thank you, babe. Betty said, guys, you have to practice that. That's true. That's true, Mama Betty. It's a thing that you have to practice. That's why I said I know that even in the beginning, at one and two times in earlier time, I know that I've failed in dealing with such a situation. But after having that feeling of regret, you tend to learn to counteract, spewing out the negative and replace it with the positive. Right, so you're greeting each other. Rubber Girl said, doing good but under the weather because it's snowed here in Pennsylvania, 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 Pennsylvania. Oh, that's a city in the United States. That's Jamel Williams. Understand? Stay warm, Jamel. Stay warm, and that will help. You know, but I understand because that's true. When the place bleaky, we tend to take on that feeling as well. But I mean, there's no going around it. You're living it. So, I mean, just try and stay as warm as you can to deal with it. I mean, the winter season will soon pass as well. So, J Brown is blessing up Jamal. Said, blessed morning. Right. So, Robbie Girl is saying, just as I said, keep yourself warm. Here in Kenya, the weather is good. Nice, nice, beautiful. And welcome Kenyans in the house every time. Everyone here, welcome, welcome. Yeah. So I was saying, our words do have power. We may not think so because we may not, it's not a physical thing where we lay hands on somebody. But the truth is, sometimes our word is stronger than the blow. Because after you have laid hand on somebody, yes, they will retaliate. But when you do speak the word, it touch deep on the inside because it is life and it is impactful with power. So yeah, and speak the word into people, man. Speak it. Somebody come to you and cuss you out and what have you, just let them know that, you know what, I'm not gonna bother answer you. Yeah, I'm choosing to love you right now. If I should follow my feelings here, I will retaliate, but it's all good. Have a good day. You know, have a good day. God go with you. You understand? But I'm choosing to love you and leave you. And according to the situation, you address it and answer accordingly. And I guarantee you, you'll feel better about that than you aggravate up yourself and get back down right and dirty. Ah, no worries it at the end of the day. So share your thoughts. How do you handle situations when you come across people and you know they're the ones who offended you? They're the ones that offend you in some way or the other. How do you do it? How do you deal with it? You know, I'm learning. I'm learning that a soft answer turn it away rod. You know, and guys, sometimes you may say, boy, I can't do that. I can't. But think about it. Even to take a minute to think, to breathe. As somebody said, come to 10 before you answer. Yeah. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, proud mix child. Welcome, my friend. Happy to have you as well. Welcome in. So Jay Brown said, yes, Jamel, the snow is here. Not my favorite thing, but we have to deal with it. And he's cracking up. Yeah, that's true. It's a seasonal thing. Well, I'm not dealing with it. I'm in Jamaica. You understand? And when the nights get cold, I murmur and we don't get snow. So I can just imagine how you're feeling, Jamal. So be encouraged, pad up if you need to. Jamal Williams said, Jay Brown, I am ready for the springtime. I can understand, yes. So Jamal said, simply Michelle, I am glad to be here for the first time on your live stream. Thank you, my friend. Special welcome to you, first time. I hope you will enjoy. And I mean, there is something that you will take from here today that can impact your life or somebody's life in some way. Yeah. So like I was saying, the word said, a soft answer, turn it away, rod. Meaning that a person, okay, wait, let me get back to Jamel. I fell in love and the positive energy here. God be praised. That's it. That's it, Jamel. That's it, my friend. And you're welcome here. Always welcome. Right. A soft answer turning away, rod. Yeah, a person will kill you with, I mean, the expletives and, you know, degrading adjectives and all of that. Of course, you're a human being. We're all human being, and you inside very well maybe boiling up for retaliate because you don't know, so you know the words them to can lay it out. But guess what? Something, let something inside of you stop you and say, you know what? I'm not gonna lose my energy over all of this. First of all, what the person will tell you, they don't know a thing about you. It is definitely not true. Even though word is not win, it do have power. Just think about it. Because sometimes what I do, I just look, just pause and look. Because the words are coming in my head and in my mind as much as they're telling me. But something say, no, one, you're a follower of Christ. Two, why should I become like the other person? Why should I get so ugly like them and dirty? So I bear it. I bear however way I'm feeling or they make me feel. And sometimes I say, you know what? I'm not even gonna get down to your level. Honestly. And sometimes I will say, have a good day. Or I will say, you know, say God love you. In spite of how you behave, God love you. But I remember, let me not behave like I'm such a goody two shoes. I remember before me reach that stage, I went to a wholesale and you know they have some Chinese wholesale here in Kingston. They have some nice slippers that are affordable. And I wanted the slippers, but in the showcase that they have a number that you have to call. But at the time, I didn't know that is the number, so I was describing the style of the slippers. And the girl was, it's like she was just ignoring me. I wasn't the only person in there, of course. But it turned to the situation where I said, young lady, look how long I've been saying, you're looking at me, you're not even answering me. Oh man, I'm not with it today. Oh man, I'm going to make me tell you about this and tell you about that. You understand? But me say, you are there to serve me, right? I cannot go in the case and take the slippers myself. So what am I doing for you to behaving like this? No, I don't want to come here and I have patience. And she carry on till eventually I said to her, say, you know what? That's why you're stuck here in this wholesale because I can see that you have nothing good about you. Because you're ready to tell me the worst about myself, which you know nothing about. You understand? And you're here to serve me. And see Miss Trin over there, she is acting as if she don't see and she don't hear because guess what? That is how much Uno as worker mean to them nothing. Uno can come and behave like dog and then they talk in their foreign language and describe Uno of course no kind of ignorant. And afterward, of course I left and I went to another store, but it was bugging me. It was bothering me that I let my tempers went ahead of what I know to do. And I tell myself that anytime I go to them wholesale there again, because it's a thing where it happen a lot in wholesale with people, with other people. I said, you know what? When I go inside there, I just have to wait if I can wait and still call. And if sometimes you look on their face, you already know, so them ready to class you and behave with you. And I go now with a prepared mind. Hush guys, my fritters I try to turn over. Yeah, I go with a prepared mind. And that helped me because me not lie to you, you know. Me feel like me don't want to cry because this girl don't know a thing about me. And she was classing me like some dog, like me come for beg the slippers. Me not tell you no lie, I feel like I want ball as a big little woman. But you know, I saw it go at times. You just have to bear it, and go through. And I mean, there are other instances wherein I remember downtown again, this lady was selling some wooden clothespins. And I said, how much for the clothespin? And she said, $100. But I thought it was for the 2 pack of clothespin. So when me give her the $100 now and tell her, I said, where's the other pack? Oh my God, where's the other pack? You have to get $100 more. She said, behave with me. And she started to come. I said, okay, I don't want it. I thought it was for the 2 pack. She asked me where me come from. And she take by the clothespin from me and throw my money on the ground. Guys, me just stand up there and me just look at her. And I feel so much like that. But there was some vendors on the side selling things on the street and Two men take her on. I didn't have to say or do a thing. Two men take her on and said, I want to give people bad name down here downtown. So the decent lady I try to buy something from me. Look how you behave with the woman. Come take up the woman. Clout money and give her. And then turn upon her and she cuss and she go on and say, she don't owe me nothing. So the guys them just took up the money, give me, and they apologize for her. They're not family, they're not relative. They apologize from her. I didn't tell them that I'm a Christian. And they're saying, Christian appear, she no my man. She not come from nowhere. She not have nothing about her or whatnot. So, I mean, I didn't have to say a thing. And I, when I was in the taxi coming home, I give God thanks that in spite of how I felt, I didn't show it and I didn't quarrel with her. But yet, others were there. You understand? Defending me. But, God be praised. God be praised. So, guys, yeah. As the topic is loving our neighbors as ourselves. So, basically, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to love your very own, much more strangers that you don't know and that will want to gang up and class you. I know that. I know it's difficult. But if we're going to change the world in any way, shape, or form, or our surrounding, we have to have that mindset. We have to be creating your own environment. That's why I see some people, they don't bother with the crowd and their circle is small. Because the truth is, as people, we are hard to deal with. People are hard to deal with, and more than others in a large magnitude, and you understand, in a small quantity, we're hard to deal with. Just be deliberate. Be deliberate that whatsoever you face or come across with somebody who is behaving less than how they should, don't join them. Don't join them. Because that's why when you see two men take up cotton tool and say, all right, you diss me. I diss you, diss me now. And what am I going to do with you? And some of them, they're true to their word. They come back for harm people, and some of them harm people too. So, does it really make sense to lose your life because what? Quote unquote, someone diss you? No. Pour out the negative, pour out the positive. If you can't pour out the positive, walk away. Yeah. Sometimes lock in our mouth and be silent, that is us loving even our very neighbors. And like I said before, our neighbors don't necessarily mean the person that lives next door to us. Everybody that you come across in your lifetime at some point or the other as your neighbor. Yeah, so walk away. And it makes you a better person too. And sometime down the line, maybe that person, to the reason why they behave so badly, they're going through something. Because let me tell you, sometimes we see people dress up and look nice and stuff, but they're stressed. Yeah, they're stretched. All right. Oh, welcome in, my friend. All right, so Atemla, I hope I am pronouncing it properly. Atemla Vlogs, welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, happy to have you. Atemla said, watching, my dear friend. Thank you, appreciate it, and you're welcome here. If you are not yet a family member of Simply Michelle, yeah, become a family member by watching a video, like, share, and subscribe, of course. Jay Brown said, it is hard to deal with hooligans, but at the same time, you can't make them spoil your day. Beautiful, Jay Brown. You hit the nail on the head. Right, and Jay Brown is hailing up Atemla. Blessed morning and welcome. Yeah, that's true, Jay Brown. They can't make people spoil your days. That some people, I think, they get up determined who they're going to done out today and those type of things. So, yeah, that's basically what we're saying. And that is what is happening, And the truth is, we all know that sometimes people expect so much of us what they themselves are not willing to give. You understand? And that within itself can be depleting as well. You understand? But to push through it take God most of the time. It takes a higher power to do all of that. Because as from childhood, we learned that we learned that love is reciprocal. You understand? And to love somebody, it simply means that they should be loving you back. And love is action. Yeah. Love is a verb. It is action. And when you don't get back that which you are giving, when you don't receive it back, it makes you become angry, disappointed, and you withdraw yourself. Those are natural actions. So I'm not here trying to tell you like, okay, this is something that is easy. No, but once you decide to be a better person and you're trying to create an environment, a community, where you can have your peace. And know within your community you select. Whether it's your group, your circle, you select who it is you want in it. And that's fine. That's no problem. You understand? But where the love in your neighbor become tedious is when you rub shoulder with people you don't know. You understand? Even if our neighbor next door sometimes, they can be a handful. So yeah. So I'm not trying to act as if it is as simple as it is said. No. It takes something more. And for most part, of course, it takes God. It takes a divine power. You understand? But there are a lot of persons who haven't really commit their life over unto the Lord as yet. But they do read the Bible. The Bible is their map in this world. The Bible is their guideline. Or if it's even not the Bible, they have some other form of motivational, maybe quotes, you understand, or principles that they live by. So you find out that most of these persons, they already know what to do. They already know what to do. And yes, the Bible, it is said that the race is not to the swift, but those who endure to the end. So guess what? It is in the process of keep on trying. Yeah, keep on trying. We know what to do. We know the right thing to do. So we keep trying at it. And I mean, come on, man. Come on. Let us be real. It is said in the Bible that the things that we desire to do, we find ourselves even not doing. But that which we desire not to do, we find ourselves doing. So what is that telling us? It is telling us that right away we're going to have some struggles with this thing. Because what we really want to do it hard for do, So we get caught up in doing the wrong things because the wrong things easier to do. So that's why I said be deliberate. Be deliberate. So J. Brown said, number one, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love no one else because you don't have self-love and respect. Beautiful, J. Brown. Beautiful, my brother. That is true. That is true. We cannot go around it. And that's why there's so many negative things that happen in the world and in the street. Because guess what? People genuinely don't know what it is to love themselves. So they allow themselves to live below. You understand? What should be their standard. Some people, they don't even have no standard because, well, they don't love themselves. If you don't love yourself, you don't know you don't have the character, you don't have that moral to live by, to stand by. Because the first person that you're going to hold accountable is yourself. But how you going to hold yourself accountable if you couldn't give a care about this here person? So beautiful, J. Brown, that's true. And Betty's Corner said, yes, J. Brown. That is true. That is it. That's the bottom line, guys. I'm coming. That is really the bottom line to the whole thing. Yes, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that is the bottom line. And that is why, as parents, it is important for us to instill that in our children from day one. From day one, treat our children with respect, hold them accountable. Yeah, accountability is important to this level of thing. Hold them accountable. and let them know that I expect better than that from you, because what? You know better. You understand? But for too long, even within this day and age, you have person who are teaching their children, if him lick you, lick him back. They're gonna sit up and I'm gonna beat you up. And when our son started kind of, well, primary, right? 'Cause that's where the bully issues came in, from grade 1, come in. And I remember he used to complain that, who take away the pens or who this and who do that. His dad and I, my husband and I, didn't tell him to beat them up back and take away back them pens. No. We said, Michael, you know better. So this is what you're going to do. If you talk to the person to give back what is yours and you don't get it, report it to the teacher. If the teacher does nothing, then let us know. Then we can go in and have a talk with the teacher, because the teachers are there to protect and to groom and to guide and to lead, right? So as he gets older now, standing in his own, he's chubby. So what? They pick on him, the fathers, and we got a complaint that they would just thump him up in his belly. Father said, no. What did you do? I told teacher spoke to the boy, but on the playfield they do the same thing. So what we realize now is that because he's not standing up for himself, they were picking on him. So the father teach him how to block, how to put up the defense to whatever, and how to give the uppercut. Not that he was teaching him how to fight, but how to defend himself. And as we also taught him, the first thing for you to do is not to be physical. If an adult is there, report it to the adult. If it's a situation wherein you have no one to turn to, don't become that punching bag. You have to learn how to block and because you have to defend yourself at some stage, right? And then you have to let them know that, look, do not take what don't belong to you. As ear come in, ear go out. When my daughter was a primary too, I know Michael, they will get some little stationers from abroad. And children shouldn't stay so. In the primary school level, they like what you carry, so they take it away. But my question have always been, even to the teacher, where are these children taking those things to? They're not taking it and hide it in the bush and then take it out. They're taking it into a home. You understand? Even money. Even up to grade 5, you have to say, all right, hide your money here, hide your money there in the bag, and what have you, how to, mask it. Because what? Children are taking what don't belong to them because there are parents who encourage these things. All because what? They themselves don't know what it is to have pride within themselves. They claim that they love themselves, but they don't. Because the first thing you should have is pride. You should have moral. So good one, Jay Brown. And upon that being said, at the end of the day, in this life, let me share something with you to come back to that. Even to date, when I go to pick up my son from school in primary, I will see children running across the street because they have a traffic problem right there in the school. They're not using the car park. They're using along the road of the school, in front of the school. So you have a traffic jam. You have where people cursing out each other because the one there now reverse, for the one there pause, and all of those madness. In the process, you still have children playing football with bottles and box along the street. So I will stop and I will say, little girl, little boy, don't you know your danger? Go back in the schoolyard and wait on your drive. Or go back on the side of her. Sometimes Michael will say, Mommy, leave them alone and come now. And I said, no. I would love to know that if I am not around and you step out of line, there is someone else there who have the courtesy to not slap you, but at least talk to you and help you to see your danger, so you come out of whatever situation it is unharmed. And sometimes he still don't get it, because he'll be telling me, leave him alone, leave him alone. You can't do that. Where I come from, in the rural area where I was born in Westmoreland, you couldn't be caught on the road coming from school doing anything rude. You understand? And your mother friend or your father friend scold you, and then you go home, say, I tell your mother, say, somebody slap you. No, because you'll be getting a second whipping. Yeah. When you see anybody at all from your community, you have to shape up like your mother or your father used to come in. But now, it's different. You know? So, Mommy Betty said, Betty's corner said, yes, my child, the ackee tree. The ackee tree is still there, Miss Betty. It's still there. But thank God for the sunshine. So Jay Brown said, number, oh, we read that already. Right, if you don't have self-love. But yes, Mama Betty, the ackee tree is still there. The limb them a limb up yet or nothing. Your memory good, man. The good old ackee tree is still there. Yeah. So my fritters don't take them time. A complete. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, that is what I jump on, because I've been on my mind and jump on it to talk about. Yeah, and this thing what we call word is win, we need to stop it. Word is life. When a man look at another man and say, go, you mother, the S word. You understand? You know? I mean, we all had suck our mother breast milk, right? And I always do that and encouragement that if somebody should tell me that, I just smile and move on. I don't feel not offended. But you dare not tell a man, especially in Jamaica, and figure, suck their mom, even though you can interpret it positively. So it simply mean that word, hey, it simply mean that word is not win. Welcome, Mohammed. Welcome, my friend. Good to have you here. So said, hello, Simply Michelle. It is such a pleasure to have you live today. Welcome everyone joining us. Thank you for being here. Whether you are tuning in to learn and laugh or just hang out, we are so glad you are part of today's live stream. Let's make this a fantastic time together. Beautiful, welcome in, welcome in. Happy to have you as always. Happy to have all of you guys. And thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. Yeah. So yes, we're here talking about, being loving our neighbor. Not necessarily the person that lives beside you alone. Yes, they're your neighbor, but it's not limited to the person you're living next door to. It's basically everyone that we come across daily and interact with, or even don't even interact with, but we're in the same space, right? So yeah, we're saying it's not easy. This thing called loving your neighbor, 'cause it's a verb, it's an action word. It is an action. It have to be deliberate, because sometimes you face some of the most negative experience interacting with other people. You do it with people where you don't know, much more people that you don't know. Sometimes people will curse you out. God forbid you mistakenly step on their feet, mess up their shoes. God forbid even they mistakenly bump into you. They will curse you out and say, if you not look where you're going, when it wasn't even your fault. Different negative situations. So we're here talking about that. So as Jay Brown was rightfully saying, sometimes, well, not sometimes, if a person don't love themselves, it's hard to expect them to love others. And we know that is so true, so true. All right, so Jay Brown said, you better have respect and manners when you see elderly people. If you don't, you know what's coming next. No doubt about it. True, Jay Brown. So true. Especially in the rural area where I grew up back in the day. Yeah, in Westmoreland. And Betty's Corner said, each one looking out for each other. Beautiful. When we talk about community, the community raising the children, yeah, but then it was active. Active in the rural area, man. Very active. Now, sometimes, to be honest, I can understand why now, in some ways, is not, you cannot trust the full community to grow your children, not even your very relatives sometimes, because now we're having so many psychopaths, people who are attracted to children, people who, yeah, they get pleasure from harming children, even family members. I was listening to a YouTuber that she was, what would you say? She was commenting and about the teenager that went missing overseas, and it turned out that that teenager had a relationship with the uncle-in-law, and the uncle-in-law, I guess he's been charged now for the girl being missing. Of course, she died. But the auntie, which married to the uncle, which is the girl that went missing at the time, uncle turned out to had an intimate relationship with the child. So the child left the home, but then the uncle knew about it. And the auntie came across some questionable texts on her niece's phone, and that was during the time that the girl was missing. She spoke to her husband about the text, but however, they were trying to protect, after learning that the child now was missing and harmed, she was protecting the husband by withholding those texts from the court, but it was pulled up in court. You understand? And she was trying to explain and everything, but it all boils down to that the son, allegedly, the husband is the one that unalive this teenage girl that he was having an intimate relationship with. But they were speculating now, the YouTuber, that because the aunt was jealous of the teenage girl, you understand, she protected the husband because the teenage girl would have been no more. Now you tell me if this world don't gone psycho with all of this. Because look into it. It's her niece, it's her brother's child. So it goes back again to this community raising the children nowadays. It gets all foggy and mixed up nowadays. So you have to be careful. But nevertheless, you should have a circle, nevertheless, who is able to discipline your child and look out for your child in love, or your children. But at the same time, we have to be smart about it too. But the truth is, back then, it makes me a better person now. It only made me a better person now. So, yeah, loving our neighbors. It is not as easy as we make it sound, yeah? But the fact still remain that the word of God asks us and require of us to do so. So, it simply means that it's possible. Right? So, yeah, it's possible. And, as Jay Brown was saying, we don't have to believe. There's a lot of hooligans out there, but we don't have to become one. We really don't have to become one. Someone treat you like a hooligan, behaving like a hooligan, take the high road. One, sometimes they will do to you worse than you will even ever think to do to them. Take the high road. Your life is more important. Your self-worth, you understand, is more important. Yeah. So take the high road. We don't have to we don't have to reciprocate. There's no good in that. And what we can do, as we were saying in the beginning, replace those behavior with a soft answer, with love or something, because soft answer really do turn it away wrath. It really do. So that's it, guys. We just have to be more deliberate in the way in which we treat others, respond to them, and all of that. Yeah, and it builds our character. We can't go around it. It makes us better. Sometimes people even get annoyed. People get annoyed with you because someone wrong you, right? Somebody wrong you. And at the same time, you choose to take the highway. Alright, I'm coming back to that thought. Kapula. Welcome, Kapula from India. Hi, love from India. Welcome, India, in the house. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you, Kapula, for the thumbs up, and everyone here. Appreciate you all. Yes. Right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all right. Muhammad said, all One day, I was sitting with my family at a small gathering. My grandfather was sitting in the corner, his eyes shining with the wisdom he had gained over his long, let me roll it back, over his long years. As we talked and shared stories, I realized something. It's running so fast, I'm trying to bring it back down. And share stories, I realized something profound. My grandfather wasn't just telling us stories, he was showing us the value of respect and caring with just a few words and gentle gesture. Once I asked him, what's the secret to his happiness? At such an advanced age as he was, he smiled and said, happiness lies in respecting others, especially the elderly. Smart man indeed, Mohammed, smart man indeed. And there's so much we can learn from the elderly, to be honest, you know. All right, so Jay Brown said, and those persons, they tell you of experience, and that's why I love to hang around with person that is older than I am, because as night follow day, you're going to learn something, or something is going to be said that will encourage you. Sorry to be looking down, I'm reading the text. All right, so Jay Brown said, welcome everyone, and please remember to double tap the screen as you join in the house of love. Please and thank you, lovely people. Bless you, Jay Brown, my brother. Thank you so much. I see you're on the job. Appreciate it. Mohammed said, when we treat them with kindness, we show them the value of their experience and wisdom. Beautiful, Mohammed. Well said. He also said, that moment was a real lesson for me. I learned that respect is not just words, it is actions and feelings that express our appreciation, for those who paved the way for us. Beautiful, beautiful, Mohammed. That is true. That is true. That is why, again, it comes back to the topic. We have to really love our neighbors. It don't have to be our grandfather. Sometimes we go places and to how you see people treat the elderly, it hurts your heart. It hurts your heart. You understand? So we really need to appreciate the elderly, because there's so much wisdom they're walking around with. So much knowledge and wisdom. And sometimes if we allow them, you understand, they can help us and save us out of some situation that they already been through. You understand? But it's the way in which life is going, you know. It's crucial, because you have some persons, something really dead in them, because you understand the way in which they treat people that they think they don't need. It's priceless. All right, Jordan, it's priceless. You understand? So yeah, we have to learn to appreciate the gems, these gems, you understand, that people have to give us. And I mean, it's a gentle reminder. It's a gentle reminder to all of us that treat each other with love and respect. Be a mirror, you know. Let her life be a mirror to others. Because the truth is, you have sometimes, even in places that I used to work, when I used to work out instead of working for myself, I used to be a telephone operator. And sometimes I used to see people behave. It's priceless. But once you step in now as a person who fears the Lord and trying to live a different life, some of them will shape up their behavior, and they will not say things around you that they know will offend the way in which you choose to live your life. And so, but right now, most people are digital. So I would say the moral of the story is to just be a mirror. Be a mirror. Let me see if so what you live, and so be that light that even person who don't know what to do and how to conduct themselves because they're struggling with self-worth and self-love, they can see that light illuminating from you, right? So there's some person will try to adapt, they will mimic in a good way until they learn the behavior. So yeah, those who will know better, so do better. All right, let me see if I read this already. Mohammed. Yes, I think I do. When we treat them with kindness, we show them that the value of our experience and wisdom. That moment was okay. Yes, right. So that's true, guys. You know, and Mohammed said 100. Right, guys, appreciate the support, appreciate the love, appreciate each and every one for being here and for coming in So I mean, yeah, we know better, so we will choose to do the better. And you know, keep on asking the Lord to give us the patience to deal with persons who really don't know what is their self-worth, so they can't really give any different to someone else. You know, because life is lifing for everyone, and we find that most of the time the persons that treat others poorly, they are going through, it's no excuse, but it's a reality, they're going through a lot. They're going through a lot, and they said hurting people hurt others, you know. But appreciate you guys. Basically, we have 9 minutes or so. We appreciate you all coming in, sharing, dropping your gems. You know, Jay Brown, Mama Betty, Mohammed, all the other persons that came in. I don't want to get in problem now because there's a lot of persons that jump on. You understand? Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And even the mere fact that you choose to spend your time with me also, that is you loving your neighbor. Because guess what? You didn't have to give a care about what I have to say over here. Our support. So you guys, that is really it too. Showing support and all of that with each other. It's a priceless thing. And I'm grateful for all of you that came in, that come in, everyone that have thumbs up, those that were in the bush and listened for a while, you contributed as well. So love and appreciate it all. Yeah, so today, let us just know that as we approach, well, we have been approaching the day, but as we go through the day, just to be deliberate. That's one of my favorite words, because I speak to you, I speak to myself. Let us just be deliberate in how we treat others. I choose to treat others, because it's a choice. It is a choice. You understand? And remember not to drop our standard. Yeah. Don't drop your standard or your morals to fit in anybody negative situation. You don't have to reciprocate the negative. So stay true to yourselves. Yeah. Stay true to yourself and continue to be that person that gives somebody something to smile about. You know, even persons that we may think that don't deserve it at times. You know, because the word of God also said, if we love those that love us and give to those that give to us, that is not love. It's really not love. We're just mirroring the situation. We really don't love that way. When it becomes hard and difficult for you to do something, it takes a sacrifice. You understand? For you to do something, that is really what it is. You know? Mohammed said, one evening as I walked through the park, I noticed an elderly woman sitting alone on a bench. She looked lost in thought, her gaze soft. Yet her expression seemed to carry the weight of many unspoken stories. I sat down beside her, and without a word, we simply shared the quiet of the evening together. After a few moments, she turned to me and said,
You know, sometimes all we need is a mirror, not one to reflect our physical self, but one that reflects who we truly are. Our thoughts. Beautiful. Beautiful, Mohammed. That's exactly what I'm trying to say when I speak about the mirror, too. Our emotions and our struggles. I nodded, not quite sure whether this conversation was, not quite sure where this conversation was going. She continued, life has a way of hiding our inner selves from us. But when we talk, when we open up, it's like looking into a mirror. Oh God. Alright. Yeah, so someone was calling me and I accidentally touched a button. I'll call them back. I have 5 minutes. We see ourselves more clearly. Let me see if I jump past that. Right. We see ourselves more clearly. And in that reflection, we find strength to move forward. That conversation stayed with me long after I left the park. It reminded me that sometimes we don't need answers or solutions. We simply need someone to listen, to be a mirror for our thoughts. And in doing so, we began to see ourselves more clearly. It was a small moment, but it taught me the power of reflection, not just of the world around us, but of the world within. Beautiful, beautiful, Mohammed. That's exactly it. And the truth is, that is true because guess what? In doing that reflection of ourselves, reflecting, taking the time to look on the inner. At times, we see things about ourselves, we learn things about ourselves that we ourselves didn't notice before. And that's what we are to do to know who we truly are, as we were talking the other day about, and the live before this one. That's what we need to do. We have to take stock of ourselves. And in order to do that, it takes reflection. We have to use that metaphorical mirror as Mohammed is talking about. You understand? Loving you right back, Mama Betty, Betty's Corner. Appreciate you. Oh, Sister Elsie Knight, born again. Bless you, my sister. Welcome, welcome, Sister Elsie. And thank you for the thumbs up. Sister Elsie said, greetings, Simply Michelle and chat. Thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate it, sis. Yes, I mean, we do have 3 minutes, but there's nothing that is called too late. Because I believe that everything is for a reason and a purpose. So welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. And she also said, Betty's Corner, blessing. All right, so yeah, Sister Elsie said, you're welcome. Right, loving you right back. Hama. Mohammed, appreciate you all the time. Appreciate all of you for coming in and being here. Right. So that's a beautiful note to finish on, Mohammed. Thank you for that. Yes, self-reflection is a must. It's a must. Because when you look in, then you get the answers also about who are you. And you see what it is that need to be shapen up, what is it need to keep, and what to throw away. You understand? And that is called, self-progress. You understand? One of the worst thing anyone can ask you is, who are you? Who are you? And maybe it's not the worst thing because it have to begin somewhere for you to find a way to get the answer for the question. But we should know. We should know. You should have an answer for that question. And it's never too late to reflect and to say, and be honest. If you don't know, so to be honest, I don't know because I've never looked at it that way before. I've never asked myself. Yeah, be honest. And then If it's your homework, it's your homework. But we should reflect, look in ourselves, examine who we are. If you still don't know who you are, you need to search deep within. Find that answer. It should bug you until you come up with an answer of that. And Sister Elsie Knight, born again. Elsie Knight, born again, said, so true. Yeah, it's true, sis. And we're ending on that note today. Appreciate each and every one for being here. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. You know, you guys have encouraged me even as I encourage myself, and I try to encourage you. Appreciate that every time I have a live. And as you go through today, let us continue to be deliberate and to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. All right? And thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye bye for now. Bye, everyone. Do have an excellent rest of the day until we meet again. Appreciate you all. Sister Elsie said, amen, amen. Bye, guys. Love you, love you, love you.